everybody. Welcome to the Jenny VIP Thought Series. This is just like a little mini-sode series that I've been developing over the past few months. Essentially, I just want to be more in touch and be more transparent and honestly more alignment with all of you who've been listening to the podcast. These little episodes are really meant to give you all just real thought snapshots in the moment. Things that I think, that I'm struggling with or emotions that I'm going through. I want to be able to share them with all of you because I want you to know that we're all going through this. And, if you're having a particularly rough week, like maybe one of these little mini-sodes might resonate with you because we all have them. Life has tons of ups and downs, and I think it's just important to know that you're not in it alone. And this is really what the point of all these are. So you won't hear the same topic over and over again. Most likely it's going to be very different from episode to episode. But I really hope that you find them helpful. And, I would love to hear from you on them. So let's take a listen.
Well, good morning for me. As I record this because it is 7 o'clock in the morning. But I had this thought um that came to me. I was leaving the house to go to the gym and get my day started. Um, and I started thinking about the ocean, and which is not that random because it's right by my house. But I started thinking about the ocean and was appreciating that now in the colder weather, the water is crystal clear and you can see straight to the bottom. And I'm in New Jersey, so that says a lot. I'm going to be honest, and because normally you really can't see the bottom in New Jersey. We're not in the tropics. It's not that gorgeous, but here during the winter time, when the water's cold, um, you can see, and it's amazing and it's beautiful, and it's yes, it's freezing, but it's a sight. It's very interesting to see it, and I have a really great appreciation for it because during the summer, when the water's really hot, bacteria grows, obviously, things get muddied up, it gets really cloudy, you can't really see straight through. And it actually got me thinking about situations in life where you do not have a clear head, and by that I mean if you are being antagonized, or if you are in a situation where you're just going on and on in your head and rolling around with like conflict in your head about something. For example, if you're pissed off about something that happened at work, well, you'll continue to fester on that after work. I don't know anyone that can just unplug entirely. I try really, really hard to do it, but it's really, really hard to do. It's hard to accomplish that. Um, but it's like that scenario. If you're mad about something your partner did, if you're mad about something that happened at work, or you're mad about whatever, 9 times out of 10, if you let that situation play over and over again in your head, it it just gets you angrier and angrier and angrier and continues to muddy the water, if you will, as an example, because you're getting so hot about something that you can't see clearly through what it is. And then you'll branch off from there and start thinking of other scenarios that could potentially happen. And you're making the assumption and the leap that these other really negative scenarios are going to happen too, when they haven't even happened yet. And you're just making that leap. But because you're putting that energy out there, you're muddying the water even further. So my point here, if you're catching what I'm saying, is that in life we're going to have scenarios that are going to piss us off. Like, it is what it is. We're human beings, and we are going to get hot. It's okay to acknowledge and get pissed off and be upset and be enraged about stuff. Like, that's okay. All those feelings are welcome and acceptable, and you should have those feelings. But what you do after those feelings is really important. And not letting it take over everything in your head is a skill that is acquired over a pretty decent amount of time, um, because it's very hard. I learned, and it's almost like controlling your mind. You're controlling your thoughts. We have millions of thoughts a day, basically, and being able to corral them and control them and keep them from, going off on the tangents of anger or resentment or whatever, it is really hard. And I even struggle with this. And I've been practicing controlling my thoughts for years, but I even struggle. Um, so I think it's just something worth noting here that, like, and even for myself, that's why I wanted to do this recording. Cause I'm like, Jenny, like, get it together, girl. You might be pissed off about something, but don't let it roll around in your head so much so that it ruins and muddies everything else for you. And if you continue to let things make you angry that are petty or that are ridiculous, then you're not going to be able to see clearly things are for what they are. And that's really the key component here. And I'll use myself as an example, as I've been saying, like, I've been struggling with that. I've been letting situations get to me, and it's been affecting my whole vibe. Basically, it's been making me really angry. It's been making me really just resentful and just pissed off. And I'm trying to get past that because it's ridiculous. Like, it doesn't have to be that way. And once you give your power over to someone else and allow their actions to impact you so badly that you are losing your own peace, then you've lost. That's not a winning thing for you. You've lost that scenario. So it's just a moment of reflection for myself that I wanted to share with you. I think we all struggle with this. It's very hard to achieve true, you know, tranquility or whatever you want to call it through your thoughts, because, thoughts become things, and then things become your reality. And, you want your reality to be one of joy and peace, and not, letting other things unravel you. So, um, on that note, I am doing my best here to keep my mind clear and to remind myself that just because someone else is trying to rile things up or trying to, push me into a direction of anger and frustration where I'm losing my cool, doesn't mean I have to let that happen. And it's an important reminder for me, and it's an important reminder for everybody. So I hope that this helps somebody out there. Do your best, take a deep breath. If you feel in your gut like something's really making you angry, accept those feelings, process those feelings, move on from there and let it go. Take a deep breath and let it go. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Jenny's little VIP thought episode. I hope you did find it helpful. And again, these are little mini quick hits, so it won't take too much of your day. And I hope that it just brings you some clarity, some peace, maybe some joy in some instances, knowing that, we're sort of all in this together. Check out some of our full episodes, which have guests and my co-host and, lots of great things in them. But I hope that these mini-sodes are helpful to you. Thank you and take care.